never stop. I'm a fire motherfucker.
Hi guys, to everyone, it's Ada from Poison Rock, and we give a welcome, not a welcome back, but just a welcome at the moment to Storm. First of all, I was
Thank you.
going.
It's going good. It's all good. I've just come home from Muay Thai training.
Okay, I came from the gym. Okay, we did the same. Okay,
Yes,
we're
sir.
coming from training is always good. It helps.
Yeah.
It puts you to give you so we okay. If people will see us too much with endorphin, they know why at least now because we're releasing endorphins now.
Yeah.
So of course, like I was saying to you before, congratulations for all the amazing achievement you got. Such an amazing, you perform at the biggest festival. uh, I mean, what we have to expect in 5 years, I don't know, but we just make a step back because before starting to talk about a little bit about the album and all these experience because are big, and I love summaries though. I wanted to ask you, who is Storm? Like, how start everything, and also who is behind Storm at the beginning, like the core, and how you said, okay, you know what? I'm tired of the music that I heard. This is what I want to do. The sound is the sound that I wanted to pick.
Yeah. All right. So Storm is the result of me wanting to do my own thing at the age of when I was 11 years old. I wanted to make a new project that because I'd played in a couple of bands and I've done
Okay.
music for a little while. And but I just wanted to do something for myself, start a new project. And I wanted to put down all I've learned that from that time together in
Yeah.
one project and just think like, what can I do? And then I came up with the name Storm because mm, the word itself is a lot of energy. The name is a lot of
Yeah.
energy. It's very simple, but it's a lot of energy. Storm, it's chaos, and that's kind of how I would represent my music as well, with blending different genres. Don't give a fuck about any walls or rules
Yeah,
on how I
bro.
should do it. Just yeah, just making what I want to make, and that's kind of what yeah that's the whole point of Storm, just being creative and yeah, I don't want people to listen to Storm because Storm is that or Storm is that. Storm can be anything. It's like
Yeah,
yeah, it's chaos
we
and
need
just to
that.
yeah, just to represent myself, the behind Storm is me, Leo, and
Okay.
yeah, I'm a what should I say? I'm a 16-year-old guy in Norway, pretty normal. I do school and yeah,
This school
but
is important.
yeah, but on my free time, it's definitely Storm is the thing I'm doing, and
Yeah.
yeah, it's what I'm living for. It's passion.
Yeah, and also because I think with especially like you said, you're a student, but you have kind of the I think the opportunity and the talent to craft the path to become this storm, like to be literally what you will be doing.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Because
Thanks.
already you achieve a lot, but right now I think as a world, human earth, we are tired of the all music, same music, that music with boundaries, let's say. We want,
Yeah, yeah,
even myself, when of course I love metal, but it's all hearing same and over and over. And when someone is trying to put some, I don't know, you're doing I don't know, techno music, you're putting some black metal on it. What the fuck is it?
yeah,
People are complaining. So we need more because it's like different. It's something that
yeah.
can
I
be
totally
applied in
agree.
society, can be applied in everything. It's
I
different.
totally agree with you, and
Yeah.
and that also when I first started listening to this metal music, I were like, and I was very young at the time. I was like probably 8 or 9 years old, but I was like, I only like metal music, nothing else. But then when I saw, for example, bands like Falling in Reverse or Bring Me the
Yeah,
Horizon doing other things, I became very much more open-minded and started listening to a
exactly.
lot of different music. And that was like kind of that was when I thought, but I want to do that as well. And
Yeah.
I still see that when bands are trying to do different things, they get a lot of hate. For example, Bring Me the Horizon, when they
Exactly.
drop a new album that's kind of popular, some people hate it, but
Cares.
who cares? And everyone that tries to do different things, most of the time it works because then
Exactly.
they can, yeah, reach a bigger
Oh,
crowd.
yeah.
Yeah, and I was like that as well, and it started with my EP that was pretty much
Yeah.
only metal record type of music, but now I'm like,
Okay.
I'm in the studio with my buddy Erlen, he's producer, and we just sit in the studio and we're like, what we want to make, listen to some songs and just like, yeah, drum and bass, why not?
I like that because also you can bring it's important because in this way you can bring people that are already listening to your music to listen other genre of music which is
Yeah,
made
yeah,
by other amazing musician which is made because
yeah,
every music that I think this is a thing that we have literally to destroy the concept that music it's only something played with an instrument. No, it's not.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
something that belongs maybe not even belongs I think to medieval times. Just something that always be music. It's everything that make a melody sound. So if
yeah. When I,
yeah,
yeah, I totally agree with you. It can be
yeah,
so much, and I feel like if you get yourself stuck in a like, I'm only gonna do this the rest of my life, if that's what you want to do, go on. But I don't think people should be afraid of trying new stuff. That's
yeah,
that's the that's what's beautiful about music. It's so much, so
yeah.
it's so
And because like I think most of the people that are stuck with some type of music, like I'm gonna only listen to whatever, I don't know, metal from the 82. They have also specific ear, like, but
yeah,
go,
yeah.
I mean, but just because like I say, I
You're
started,
missing out on so much. They're missing out on so much.
yeah,
Yeah,
I mean, I started to when I started to interview musicians and artists, they asked to me like, "Oh, what type of, of metal do you listen?" I don't listen metal anymore. I mean, yeah, I listen, but to be honest, I'm listening what everything is new. I have
yeah, yeah,
old what
yeah.
I just
I
I
love
mean
that.
I love those music, always gonna listen sometimes, but I love the vibes and the sound that there is new music coming on. There is this
Yeah,
folkish pop from this amazing female songwriter. Amazing.
yeah,
I love it, but I'm also gonna love it. We can listen everything. And
yeah. 100%. Me as well. It's so funny when
yeah,
because people that meet me often thinks that I only listen to metal music and stuff, and I'm like, if I'm gonna show them some music, like it can go from Billie Eilish to
exactly.
fucking the heaviest falling in reverse song to Travis
Yeah,
Scott, Post Malone. It's everything.
yeah,
Like new music,
exactly.
like you said.
I mean,
That's the
I know. I mean, and also, like I said, I have no music is made by all these shades, and of course, like I like Cher, I like Britney Spears, like the pop, all the pop. It's a
it's
if I
amazing.
want to be happy and have fun, I'm sorry, but I want to listen to something happy. I don't want to listen to something that makes me feel angry. I'm not angry. So I want, as if I'm happy, listen to something to give me good mood. And maybe
Yeah,
90s pop give me that. If I want something more deep
yeah,
and more maybe, I'm gonna listen like Billie Eilish, like you said, it's more
yeah.
depth, there's more mystery in it. It depends on the mood. If I want something to be I'm
100%.
gonna listen extreme metal. Who cares? Or
But I'm gonna tell you something funny because I understand that. But when I listen to music, I know a lot of people have one playlist for every
okay,
type of moods, but
okay,
I like to just like have them all mixed up, and my mood
okay.
is depending on the song that comes on.
So
So it
the
can go
music,
from,
yeah.
yeah, when I'm training, it can go from a heavy metal song to a like super soft pop song. I don't care. I just want to have everything.
So
Yeah.
like because of course you came back from training. I mean, and there was some like I don't know some song that influenced you a lot. Like for example, training. Like what do you like to listen mostly? Like where you because I mean we both came from let's say sports, so we can also mention for sports people out there if there is something
Yeah.
that influence you, like they give you like the boost for while you're
Yeah.
training.
A song that I like,
Yeah.
especially in training. Oh, there's so many. Let me think. Um, if I gotta mention one, oh, I think actually it's "Watch the World Burn" of Falling in Reverse. I don't know if you've
Okay.
heard it, but it's like
That
it's rapping at the start, and I like listening to like aggressive rap when I'm training. But at the end, it's like super heavy breakdown and stuff, and I love that
okay.
as well. So you got everything I need throughout the song.
And of course like between all these artists that you mentioned you that's where your sound is like kind of shaping but
Yeah,
also you put some like we say EDM rap of course that came from other influences
yeah,
as well which is not easy putting all these elements in an album like we mentioned again Join the Storm that is going to be released the
yeah,
2nd of August so it's there's been a couple of months before the release. Of course, the interview will be maybe posted a little bit later, but and we don't want to say too much. But this sound, this album, how much embody the sound of that you wanted to create? Enjoying the studio.
Like it's it's a lot, you know. It's I could say that like every different song has its own genre in a way.
Fuck, it's cool.
Yeah, kinda. I would say that actually. Like so yeah,
Yeah,
it's so many different genres, and we didn't do that on purpose, to be honest. That
it
was
just
like
happened.
thought. Yeah, it just happened. It wasn't like I want to make an album with many different genres. It was just like we made a lot of different songs. We just had fun in the studio. We were
Okay.
being creative, and yeah, in the end, it was like only different genres going down. And some people were like, "But the album doesn't connect if we have so many different songs."
Who
But I'm like,
cares?
yeah, who cares? And also, it all connects in the energy. Every song got the energy, you know.
Energy. That's
Yeah,
why it's called
they got the
join this.
rawness.
Okay.
Yeah, 100%. They got the energy, each and every one of them, but just in different ways. So, so,
Yes.
so, yeah. I like when people said, for example, that it doesn't connect. I was like, nah, man, that's cool. I like that. It's different, you know.
Yeah. It doesn't have to connect because if
No,
it,
it doesn't have to.
because that's also something that you're doing that can be different because of course can be another musician that is doing the same thing, but you are putting all of these elements in one thing, like as you as a musician, as a project, and in the album. So it could be also risky, but
Yeah,
you
it could be rich.
yeah, but
Yeah, 100%.
as long as going right now, I think it's not risky. It's just like people are gonna love it because, I mean, you perform like I said in summer breeze. That's it's amazing for me. I love that festival, and you perform a download. I mean,
Yeah.
you were there even before many artists, big
Yeah,
artists.
thank you so
How the
much.
fuck did you feel? I,
It's crazy. I'm so grateful for getting those opportunities, and
yeah,
yeah, it's all been an amazing ride, to be honest. It's so many cool things that have happened, and it's like a lot of, for example, Download and Summer Breeze. I like I've just dreamt of being at these festivals and watching my favorite bands, you know, and suddenly I'm gonna play there myself and being at the backstage. What the fuck, you know?
yeah,
And
exactly.
yeah, so I'm so happy about all of this stuff, and yeah, but
Or
I'm
crafting
just
something for
people
yourself.
writing music and do more and be more creative, and yeah,
Because start because you're crafting something because we have all a lot of bands, a lot of musicians that are like young, and then maybe just at some point it's gonna just fade. But you're putting something new that is gonna, I think, in a years maybe affect also the music of the history of music, the way of thinking, because it's not the
yeah.
same that it was a fucking 80s, 90s, or 2000.
I don't know.
Is
No.
different now, so that we have a different approach, we have different, I don't know, tools, so social media, so we approach also differently to the music, and
100%.
it's spread fast, and of course like being I can imagine being like at your age with your, you don't know, I don't know, with your favorite musician, with the people that you admire in the same show, in the same stage, because now it's like homies for you, like you connect with them. It's just maybe
Yeah,
future
it's
collaboration,
crazy.
who knows. So you have
Yeah,
just a world to discover. This is this is
yeah,
the beginning.
yeah. I'm just at the start of the train, you know, so I can't wait to see what
Yeah, you have a such,
you know.
yeah,
I'm so excited for the future, and yeah, I love it.
and it's
Everything is great. I'm so
and
grateful for everything.
it's important, especially younger like you. It didn't was just like stay because at the moment we saw, like in the world, a lot of violence, a lot of shit going on. Uh,
Yeah,
so that's horrible. You choose a path that is beautiful, and you have a big power. Like you have a power on your, like with your music, you can really influence your people with your same age, a little bit, or even
yeah. I
older
would love
and
to do that.
younger.
Yeah,
That's
I
important.
yeah, I see a lot of people are like commenting often on my videos that, yo, I'm also 16. I don't want to start my own band, but I don't know where to start. And I'm just
That's
like, just start, just do it, you know. Keep
exactly.
post videos on the internet, whatever. Find like just get out there because I think it's I don't know in other countries, but especially in Norway, it's very like people don't want to stick out too much. People are very afraid to like being different, you know. and I just try to tell him that fuck that shit, you know, be
Mhm.
yourself, and if you wanna play guitar, whatever, go do it, you know, and give everything, you know. I
Because
think a lot of people are just afraid
yeah,
of what other people will say about them, but
yeah. So it's like
that
dog out, like let's it's like go out there, don't think about the rules, don't think
yeah,
about
don't think about the rules, get free, you
yeah,
know. Yeah, spread your wings, like
yeah.
yeah, go fly, do your thing, and I'm 100% guaranteed that they won't regret it because I did not, and I was like when I started, I remember when I was like around 8, I was very afraid of performing in front of people, you know. I
Mhm.
didn't want my even my own dad to see that I was singing, you know. But I had the one friend
Really?
of yeah, but I had the one friend of me who wanted to start a band with me, and he was pushing me. He was like, "But Leo, you got to tell him, you got to do it." And I was like, "No, no." But I was kind of looked up to him because he was older than me and he was bigger
Okay.
than me, and yeah. And then I said, "Okay, yes, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it." And I'm so glad that he pushed me because
So
if not, I don't know where I would be right now.
of
So
course, like how was your first performance? Because you were really young, like because of course being there and then so your first performance compared to any bigger stage that
I
you're
so
in now, it's like
my my first
so
performance, I actually talked about it today with someone. It's kind of funny because it was at a like oh, what is it called? It's like a very little club where you can
okay,
on Sundays you can just go on stage. You know,
okay,
everyone can go on the stage. And me and my friend were like, "Should we do it? Should we do it?" And we're like, "Yeah, okay, we do it." So we said to him, "Hey, can we go on stage afterwards?" And they were like, "Yeah, yeah." Set up the time. I think we only had practiced the song like 3 or 4 times, so it
okay,
was a little song, but it went pretty well. And that's when I started my first band, and we actually did some concerts that year, and we just became better and better. But
okay.
it always felt pretty natural to me. Like I
You
was, of course, very stressed before I was going on stage, but when I took the step on the stage, I was like, it all felt very natural, and it's always been that I
that
don't know why, but I love
reality now.
performing for people. Yeah, and I love just talking with people and yeah.
I think that some people in the world, we are born with a gift that
Maybe.
that I mean, you of course can start even if you suck and you can suck and do anything. You can do, like just if you can play any instrument, you can even start to try to be a DJ. Whatsoever. But I think that each one, I think, has a gift, a way to express themselves. There could be art, there could be anything in the world. You find your own way path. It could be music in any field because also doing kind of electro music or techno.
Yeah,
You're
rap.
dealing with everything, every genre. So I mean,
It's-
because of course you can blend rap with techno, but then going with rock, it's kind
Yeah,
of years. That's the thing, and really, and especially lyric wise, what is the bigger thing that influenced you?
influenced me lyrically.
Yeah,
Um, when I was little, I thought I was like super boring because I didn't want to write. Only wanted to
okay,
make the melodies and the guitar riffs, and that was everything. But then, it's been a thing that I've been like working on, and it's I think the problem for me at first was I didn't know what I wanted to write about, and I
okay,
just wrote something. But 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 now I know more what I want to write about. I'm like you have to like kind of dig into your feelings, you know, dig into
exactly,
yeah. What is important for you, you know? What have you been
exactly,
feeling lately? And if you find something, the lyrics will just go like they'll go super
exactly.
fast. You know?
Yeah,
You'll get them out because it's
you
something
have
that
to
you've been thinking about.
you have
And
to find
yeah,
what
you have to find
you
what
in
you
the
want to write
moment.
about,
Yeah,
and I'm not gonna say anything, but for my next album, I think I really found what I want to write about, and
okay. There is
yeah, and
already a
it's
second album planned.
yeah, I'm already working on it because it's been an amazing like, and that was like so because I'm not gonna lie, I've been struggling a little bit with writing lyrics. At first, I got a lot of help from my stepmom actually because she was very good at it with my first EP,
Okay.
and then I became better at it. Like I found more to write about on this album.
Okay.
So on this album, I definitely had a lot of feelings that I wanted to get out. But recently, I was just like, I found something that I was like, I've
Invest.
never written this good. You know, it's never came out this fast. You know, because it was so yeah. So I'm not gonna tell you what it is or
Okay, okay. So
how it
no,
is,
of
but
course, I mean, just let at
yeah,
least let's leave the first album out. Let's go to some live shows, and then there's. But of course, you see, this also see as the other album could be like having a new turning point, something new, which is could be like a commitment to a specific theme or something that put. And
yeah,
then the third album, you see, that's what I'm saying. That you're gonna leave some
yeah,
mark in the music. That you're gonna put something new always. And
yeah.
I think that album after album, song after song, videos after video, that you're gonna find that because you have like a lot of creativity. I'm seeing. So you
Yeah,
and when you are an artist, that's being an artist, having a flows of creativity.
yeah, 100%.
Yeah, and of course in this album you got also collaboration that I saw.
Yeah, yeah.
So let's make a shout out to the people that collaborated with you in this album because it's also always good to remember to and thanks them of course.
Yeah, they're amazing. But I got two collabs on this album. I got Fixation, and I got the rapper Snack the Ripper. I can tell you a little bit about. I can tell you a little bit about both of them because
Yeah, of course, if you want.
Fixation. I've known those guys for such a long time, and we just dropped our new song "Suffocating" together.
Okay,
And and they're a Norwegian metalcore band as well.
okay,
They're doing super great. They're like, yeah, they've been playing a lot of Europe tours and stuff. And I knew that I got to know them when I was around 12 when I first signed with my
okay,
record label. So the guitarist in that band has actually mixed all of my songs
okay.
and helped me to produce my first EP. So I'm very close with them, and I was like, "Fuck it, why haven't we done a collab? And are you up for it?" And they were like,
It's a
"Fuck yeah,
good.
let's do it." Yeah, and that song they built it like when they came on it, it just got 10 times better. We needed them on that song. And also I feel like we maybe introduced them to doing something different because the song,
Okay.
for example, the song has a little bit of drum and bass, and they haven't done that before, so they thought it was fun to do something completely different.
Beautiful. So
Yeah,
also with the guests in your album, with your friends, with your collaboration, you did something new. You didn't do, for example, what they were comfortable to do, but something
yeah,
that's
yeah.
beautiful because
And they
also
killed it. They killed it. They killed it. They
you're like
were,
giving also platform to the people to express themselves. That's
yeah,
what the
100%.
storm is. It's
Yeah.
just
And
join the storm and express yourself. It doesn't matter what
yeah,
you're doing.
100%. Join the storm and don't give a fuck about the rules. Just do what you want to
Yeah,
do. Have fun.
yeah.
But yeah, Fixation was such a great collab to get on. And on the other side, we got Snack the Ripper, who's a
Yeah.
Canadian rapper. He
Okay.
is,
Yes, of course. Yeah.
yeah, I've known him since I was like 4 years old. Because he's slept like my dad has been booking him a lot in Trondheim, like
Okay.
concerts and stuff, and I've always watched them. And one time when his flight got canceled, he had to sleep at our house, so he slept in my racing car bed
Okay.
that is super small, just like a baby bed with him and his girlfriend. So, so I've known that guy for a long time, and he was like, he's always said, "I'm gonna collab with you, but I want to wait till you're older. I want to wait till you're, yeah."
And
And I'm like,
he
"Yeah."
kept his
And it,
word.
yeah, and he said like, when it was in Trondheim last time, we said like, "Now we gotta collab, man," because we played support for his concert. So it's like,
Okay.
fuck, that was good. He said, and like, let's do it. Let's go to the studio tomorrow. And I was like, fuck yeah. And and then also he hasn't done like I don't think he's done anything metal before, and we were like we could make a rap metal
Yeah.
song or do something like that, but I was like, fuck it, I think we should put it on the heaviest song on the album, and it was like, fuck yeah, let's do it. So I'm not gonna spoil anything about it, but I can say
Good.
that it's a very heavy song, and he comes in shredding, like
But
yeah.
yeah, and of course, like before the album is gonna be on releasing in August, so the 2022nd, the 22nd, yes. You are gonna release others. There are gonna other singles gonna be released, of course, I guess.
Yeah, or we have released 5 singles now, and I think yeah, that's everything. So released our
So
last single for the album
okay,
last week,
so the
"Suffocating."
people they have just to wait. So there is the
Yeah,
wait
they have to wait.
now.
They have to wait. They have to wait until the album, and I can't wait to show you that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're.
it's funny. It's fun.
We have of course, the pre-orders are I think are open for the album.
What did you say?
The pre-order are open for
Yeah,
the
the
album.
pre-orders are
Okay.
open. So Go
There
ahead
is,
and pre-order.
I mean, I guess we're gonna be sold out easily. You're doing also digital. There is digital, of course, but also
Oh, oh,
physical.
we don't have any orders. No, we have like pre-save only on Spotify and stuff because we
Okay,
don't
but
have
I
it.
mean, when the album is gonna be ready, there is gonna be physical copy or just on.
I don't know. We'll
Okay.
look at it, but as of right now, no. But if we
Okay.
see that it'll be a big request,
Yeah,
then
of
we'll
course. I mean,
probably.
it has make sense because it's just. I mean, let's be honest. It's beautiful collection. It's beautiful, but nowadays we all have any devices, everything. So
But I would love to do it vinyl though because it's very cool to have it like in your
yeah,
hands. You know? It's something cool about it, but it costs money and stuff.
yeah, it's
So
expensive. I
yeah,
mean, the
it's
only
expensive. So we'll have to see if we think that it will be a
and,
smart idea.
let's say to the
We'll have
people,
to-
if they want physical copy, they have to buy
Let me
the
know.
album and request it because they
Yeah.
doesn't come from nowhere. It's expensive. But also, you're preparing some live shows, like for the release of the album, like or something planned already. That you can
Yeah.
sell.
We have only one concert planned right now. That's
Okay.
a release concert, and that's in my hometown here in Trondheim. So that's
Okay.
gonna be really fun. And we're working on more.
Okay, of
Probably
course.
be something outside of Norway as well, like around in Europe. So yeah,
Yeah, okay,
we'll
cool.
wait and see. It's gonna be fun, and I don't know yet what we're gonna do, but I know that we're gonna try to do as much as we can. So yeah, it'll be
Yeah,
fun.
of course. I mean, just at the moment, just enjoy the summer and wait for the release, and then enjoy the release and have
Yeah.
some
If we don't
fun.
got any festivals, I would just stay in my basement and write new music this summer. That's all I'm gonna do.
Okay, so you
Yeah,
see,
I'm gonna write new music. Yeah.
of course, I mean, and of course, you come out like, I have a new album, so I'm gonna make a tour when there's gonna be two albums out.
Yeah.
Like you're gonna be on tour playing new music and the album of the music of the album. People will be like, oh wait, this is new. This is like what's going on. But I think that when there is gonna be some tour announced, we're gonna make a new interview because it will be cool to see also to dig in the live show of Storm, like
100%.
what is
That's a big, yeah, that's a big part of that's
yeah.
big drill. And we played a lot of a lot of live shows last year, and that was pretty funny. And yeah, we had a great time. And but I wanna like I want the music to become better, and I also want the live shows to become better. That's also something we're working on, because
Yeah,
that's
of
an important part. The live shows,
course.
that yeah, that's 50% of it.
Of course, and there is some place that you're dreaming to be. Like if I could, I would now. Not to go because of course the other places are not good, but like for example, I mean, everyone has like our favorite spot. Or if you have a particular venue or city, whatsoever.
All right, let me think, because I want to visit so many countries. You don't even know. I want to be a traveler when I
Like
if I got
yeah,
good, but
you
but
can.
but but like I've always said this is not a specific place, but my number one dream as a kid, I've always said this, would be to play warm up on tour for the band Falling in Reverse, because they've been my favorites since I was like a little kid, and just playing warm up for them, that would be crazy.
It don't
Yeah.
like it doesn't matter the country, it doesn't matter the
It
venue,
doesn't matter. It could be anywhere.
just a
Doesn't matter
matter
if
of
it's not the country,
opening.
whatever. If I could play warm up for them,
I mean,
fuck yeah, that would be sick.
you did a lot already. You did a lot of road, so
Yeah, yeah.
everything is possible. We might never
We'll
know.
see. It has happened some things that I didn't know that would happen, so we never know. Maybe
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly. Like, I mean, life change all the time, and especially
Yeah.
being so young, you have like all your like years in front of you. So just imagine what you could have like when you were the first performance live, 8 years old.
Yeah.
Could I imagine to play? I don't know, after 7 years, 6 years, whatever, at Summer Breeze or
No.
no, so but you did it. So keep this attitude. Just don't forget the school though, because that's important. Otherwise, I think your parents is gonna be a little bit there. But at least that
Yeah.
you have a really such a bright future with music that's
Yeah, thank you
gonna
so much.
happening, and also I think it's gonna be something that you can really live with. Like not
Yeah.
like a second time, like a second. It can be literally the thing that you live with. Like
Yeah, thank you.
you got the skill, you got the energy, you got the
Thank
fire. So, and especially the creativity. Don't stop this flow. When you got it,
I'll
you
never
gotta
stop
stop
with that.
down.
Yeah, that's it. That's yeah, the creativity. It's the most important
Yeah.
part.
So
100%.
it was
Just
really a pleasure. So let's stay in touch when it's gonna be ready. The new, I don't know, the tour or some news. We're gonna
yeah,
meet again.
we'll talk again.
It was a
100%.
pleasure. Have a beautiful rest of the day.
Yeah, it
So
was a pleasure talking with you as well. And I'll see you later. I'll see
bye.
you later.
Control me, never hold